Football is back. At SK Newsline and the Voice of the Caribbean Radio are bringing live coverage with Premier League Live. Watch and listen to live football coverage on Saturdays at 7 p.m., Sundays at 6 p.m., and midweek games on Mondays or Fridays at 8 p.m. Games will be broadcast on SK Newsline and the SKNFA Facebook pages and Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. It's Premier League Live. Commentary, analysis, action. Never miss a game.
If you choose the 30 mix pack.
Since the restart, St. Paul's FC have been moving like an unstoppable train, but St. Peter's also have a good run of form and are determined to make their claim for a Super 6 playoff spot. It's number 2 versus number 6. SL Horse for St. Paul's versus St. Peter's FC, live on sknewsline.com and voiceofthecaribbean.net this Sunday at 6 p.m. We're also live on the Facebook pages of SK Newsline and the SKNFA. It's Premier League Live, St. Paul's versus St. Peter's at 6 p.m. this Sunday. Don't miss it.
My name is Akira Sunumam. I am the director of City Wi-Fi. I'm here to announce to the general public that we have a promotion running from the 1st of October to the 31st of October. This promotion will be as a COVID-19 relief, our response, as we have responded before during the pandemic. In the lockdown season, we are out serving our customers. Now we introduce our over and beyond promotion. No installation, no deposit, no setup cost. All you pay is the package that you choose. If you choose the 30 mix package, which is $143 per month, that's all you pay. City Wi-Fi is here for you.
It's the new and improved SK Newsline Android mobile app. With the SK Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SK Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SK Newsline, and download the app today. The SK Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
Strictly Sports is back! Strictly Sports is back! And better than ever! The website that brings you all kind of sports. No rumors, no nigga business, just sports. Log on to www.getstrictlysports.com. That's GETSTRICTLYSPORTS.com and get articles, features, videos, and photos. Local, regional, and international stories. And don't forget to check out our online sports store.
It is little right now, but in time it will get hugely.
And we have lots of room for you advertisers, and advertising is free right now. You heard me right, free. Just call 762-3134 for more information. This is good. This is good. If I miss the game, all I got to do is log on and everything right there. Strictly Sports is back.
Welcome to the matchup Village Super.
Football fans, get ready for football like never before. It's the inaugural Super 6 playoffs featuring the top 6 teams in the SKNFA Premier League doing battle for the Big Cup at the Warner Park Football Stadium starting November 24th. The Super 6 playoffs is the most lucrative sporting event in St. Kitts and Nevis, with the champions winning $50,000. Yes, you heard right, $50,000 for the champions, $500 for man of the match, and over $100,000 in prize money. Fan giveaways and prizes galore. It's the inaugural Super 6 playoffs starting November 24th. Get ready to rumble. KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity Parish, St. Kitts. For all your t-shirt printing, banners and signs, promotional products, shipping, motivational speeches, computer classes, agro-processing, art and craft, and desktop publishing. Come to KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity, St. Kitts. Telephone 661-0118 or 765-7270. Email drkhrystus@kvklives.com or visit www.kvklives.com. KVK Enterprises.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Warner Park, and welcome to live commentary coming to you from SKN Newsline. This is St. Kitts and Nevis Premiership, a Premier Division game between Saddlers and Village. Village, of course, has been on the top of St. Kitts football over the last 3 years. In 2017-2018 season they won. 2018-2019 season they were on top until there was some unfortunate interventions. And now we have the 2019-2020 season. Again, they're leading the tables comfortably on 42 points. I would love to say this is a big fish, small fish situation, but as you well know, if you follow football over the years in St. Kitts, Saddlers is no by any means a small fish. They tend to upset big fish. And oh, how we love our underdogs. Could tonight be the night of the underdogs?
Because they will be emboldened by the fact that Village Superstars has been losing. I mean, they lose against St. Paul's twice in succession. So, and this is a team that normally gives St. Paul's a good run, Saddlers. So they fancy themselves. They'll be a little bit emboldened and encouraged to want to go at Village tonight.
Game on. Saddlers versus Village. Saddlers going to the south and Village going to the north. Fortunately for Village, a number of the injured players have returned. We see in the lineup, the starting lineup, Carlos Botti and Tahir Hanley, both of national caliber. They've both been on the national team.
I heard Kimari name mentioned too, so Kimari should be out the number 10. That's him there. Yes, Kimari is there. So it's Kimari, Tahir, and Bertie, all who are injured at some point during the resumption of the league. So good to see them back. Good for Village and good for football.
Holiday is yet. Free kick to Village, taken by the same Kimari. Pump low. Cleared on 2 attempts by Trevor Hanley. We have Trevor Hanley and Tariq Morris sporting the same hairstyles for Saddlers. They are decked in their usual purple, and Village, I think they've earned the right to wear red. They always have a discussion with Newtown as to who's supposed to wear the red. And here they are tonight in their red. Here comes Kimari trying to get across the midfield. A little Cruyff turn, a chipped up to the far post, but he tries to cradle, stabs it off to his right back. The youngster chips it in goalwards, and in fact it goes into touch. Another national player, but even though in the junior ranks, is the right back for Village. Interesting to see. We'll get his name for you in a moment.
Yes, we're still awaiting the final list. I just went to check.
He's a Morton. I thought it was Williams. It's Jackie Morton. Played for the national under 17 team. So he's just about a teenager still, 17, 18 years in age. He's coupled with Dennis Fleming, Ardell Fleming in the back, and Keynes. A little bit set up different. Normally Keynes is on the right side. But here come Village. Ardell Fleming wins it. And he gives it back to Sadler. Saul picks it up. Shot going long downfield. Trying to find the speed in Wallins on the right flank. Not much progress. Ball being won and lost in midfield. Swing to Village. Tahir Hanley. Volley pass back to Fleming. Fleming trying to go across field. Robbed by Stephen Barnes. Stephen Barnes trying to free Nick Phipps. Nick Phipps turns his man. Free Stephen Barnes. Barnes is done inside. Zari makes a great save. Clear ones. A shot, a goal. And it nicks off of a defender and goes into touch.
Oh, that was a
great counter attack by Salas on that occasion. Stephen Barnes was in on goal. Had it not been for Zion Clark spread eagling and saving the day for the Village, it could have been 1-0.
Yes, a very, very good chance there. Clear-cut chance there for Saddlers. And they're showing signs that they're not going to be sitting back.
Corner kick, tipped over by Zari. Could have been dangerous, but he was following it all the way. In fact, I think the ball went outside. And so it's a goal kick. Goal kick to Village.
What did you say Barnes made that play just now? Was it Barnes?
Combination.
The player came from the back.
Midfield, yes. It was Steve. There are two Barnes on the field, you know.
Okay.
Remember, in St. Kitts we always have a repeat of name, brothers, cousins, family, and in these community teams.
There's number 10, Evans, number 10, Evans Y.
Number 12 is
Barnes.
Is Steve Barnes.
Oh, Steve Barnes
That's
is 12.
That's the one who broke through, along with Nick Phipps. The number 10 is Steve Barnes' brother. He's close to the ball now, not doing much defending, just covering. Morton has it, Morton chips it forward, but the ball rolls aimlessly to the keeper. So, the absence of Tyrone Hanley has Kimari Rogers playing a bit deeper in the midfield. Here he comes now, picking it up as a playmaker. Stops, turns, fancy turn, beating Rollins. Runs away from Phipps and tries to go to the right. Xavier French is over there, tackles strongly. Wins the ball on a ricochet, but he only goes as far as Fleming look like. Fleming comes forward, finds Hanley. Hanley back to Kimari. Kimari trying to volley pass. It doesn't work. Intercepted by Sadlers. Team Barnes takes over. Trevor Hanley loses out. Tahir come forward with it. Tahir Hanley chips it forward, trying to find the man Carlos Berti. And then the big ball out. Phipps against two. Fleming takes over. Fleming stops it back to Zion Clark. Clark out to Morton, that's Keynes. Keynes looking for help. Not sorry, that's Ajar. Ajar looking for help. Ajar Berkeley looking for help. Finds Ardell Fleming way on his left flank. Goes into Berti. Berti twists, turns one way. Slides it up to Tahir. He has a little bit of space. Sends it forward back to Berti, but the keeper is off his mark. Reading it and reading it well.
Very good anticipation by the goalkeeper. See exactly what was happening. Came out, read the play well, and collected, and then pushed the ball outside. Village is going to pick up the ball now. They do so. So he's still 0-0 here at Warner Park. The youngster Morton over there in the far right is pushing the ball forward.
Here comes Sadlers trying to counter. Met well by Village defense. They organize, they reorganize, they come forward now with it. That's Fleming. This is over to Dickwan. Dickwan coming on the inside. Dickwan slides it in, trying to find Berti. Berti is not at home. The Sadlers defense takes over. Trishan, Junique, Tariq Morris giving it away. Now Village takes over. Back to Keynes. Keynes loops it over. Trying to find the youngster Morton. Morton settles. Morton turns on the inside. Morton is stripped. The whistle goes. It didn't go to ground, but nonetheless, the referee saw the intent. Here they come again. Village. Getting out of their half now. The man looks like an offside position. Yes. In my mind, the referee ignores the flag. Flag is still up. His back is turned. Now he looks. Now he picks it up. I thought it was offside in the first instance. The player was right beneath us here at Warner Park. Lawrence. Jeffers winning out there. Player goes to the ground. Barnes is claiming innocence. Rollins is claiming innocence. But Fleming is taking a free kick. So says Sylvester Richards. Kimari. I think he's also wearing the captain armband.
Kimari.
Looping ball comes over. Carlos Powell in goal monitors it.
Yeah, the youngster Morton trying to get the one inside the box. Trying to get something going.
Let's see how the COVID protocol will take over.
And talking about protocol, we've been encouraged to wear our masks, because if you're coming to the park and you're listening, you're coming to the park, just remember to wear your mask and keep wearing your mask while you're in the park.
Morris, Leibord, train, Leibord fails, gives it away, throw in. Last time Saddlers played, we saw a spirited effort from them in the last 20 or 30 minutes against Spurs, where they scored 1 goal and had good claims on at least 2 more, but ended up losing that game. Here they come again. Village trying a one-touch pass between Bertie and Hanley. It doesn't work. Hanley harasses the player until Sylvester Richards blows his whistle for a foul. I was saying what? We saw a spirited effort from Saddlers. They increased their energy, they increased their tempo. Now they are like they started against Spurs, just flat, matching the opponent's efforts, just trying to cut out the ball. But on the last occasion, they were really taking it to Spurs.
They were very unlucky to lose that game, Al. They had 2 conscientious calls. But here's Saddlers.
It was Nick Van Phipps trying a solo one, it doesn't work. The defense collapses on him and takes it away. They come forward now. There's a physical battle for it. Tariq Morris guilty. Junique and Tristan Hanley behind there trying to organize their defense. Village goes square. Fleming comes forward with it. Fleming has options. He has Hanley to his left. Hanley goes back to him. Robbed by Rollins. Stephen Rollins speeds away. Gets a pass at half now. Shrugs off the man. Only 1 man forward. Can he reach him? He tries hard. Fleming intercepts. Fleming clears on second attempt. But only as far as Nick Van Phipps. This one tries to turn. Nick Van trying to get through. Nick Van shoots. The ball ricochets and will go for a corner. Off of a Village defender. Nick Van Phipps seems to be causing some problems up there. Normally he plays in the number 7 position, but now tonight he's in the 9.
Yes, and creating some problem inside the box, but good pressure by Saddlers. As I said, they're not just sitting back. They're not showing too much respect to Village. They're looking to score. Here comes the corner kick.
Rupin Carter heads go up. Zion Clark is there. Collects nicely. Probably struck. He's covering himself, indicating to the referee he was hurt. The referee urges him on. Clark. Over and throw out to Morton. Morton settles it. Comes forward. Looping ball forward. He's onside. He's ahead of the defense. There's a chance on goal. He shoots. Carlos Powell clears. A very good chance. Garner begging for Village. Here is Sean Leibord. Gives it away. Hanley. Johnson. Kimari. Interception. Barnes. Taking over. Morris. Morris into the elder statesman Hanley. Xavier going through the middle. Handball. Picked up by the referee, and of course it looks like he's going to get a lecture. I want none of that, he says. None of that.
Yes.
Pick it up from the sign language.
Yes, referee spotted the infringement there. But very good going by Saddlers. You could see the application, you could see the industry by the Saddlers team. They're doing quite well, and they're not only looking well to the back, but up front they're creating chances, which should be very encouraged. So a nice all-around play, nice balanced play by Saddlers so far. They say they're coming up against the defending champion, a very difficult team to beat. But the Saddlers is not showing too much respect. Enough respect to. But here comes Morton for Village Superstars.
Head, volley shot, wide. That was the man, Dickwan Johnson, guilty of missing that attempt by Miles.
Yeah, Dickwan should have done much better than that. Dickwan was a mark, Dickwan had time, had space, and Dickwan should have at least hit the target. He was away from the target, and goalkeeper wasn't even forced to move. The Dickwan should have done much better.
Could have controlled it to the amount of space he had. Here comes Saddlers, trying to build from behind. They connect about three, four passes. Then they go back to the keeper, Carlos Powell. Powell, left-footed guy, slams it back to Trevor. Tristan Hanley. Trying to find Rollins. Rollins is a little push from behind and loses the ball in the attempt. The referee just ignored the little push. Gives Village a throw. Village, Fleming. Keynes, Fleming. Tristan intercepts. Morris challenges. Barnes puts it down. A call from Chad. The only man in the park who thinks it is a foul, it seems, is Travis Richards. And the only man in the park who has control of this game is Travis Richards. So shout and argue as they may, this is a foul too.
No matter how much argument you make, his verdict is always final.
Kimari looking to loop it up on the far post. Doesn't get that far. Heads go up. Saddlers win the first ball and the second ball. They come away with it now. They speed away. Again, the whistle goes. Foul on Xavier. Xavier Henry French playing in left back position. Hanley all the way down to Phipps. Again, Phipps trying to turn his man. Has some difficulty. Dennis Fleming remains strong. Dennis Fleming takes the Fleming and goes upfield. Saddlers wins it back. 1-2 connecting passes. Third pass, fourth pass. They allow Phipps to get in. Phipps looking to third back. Phipps chips it across the goal. Xavier takes it easily indeed. Rolls it out to Berkeley. To Jeffers. Jeffers into Handy. Jeffers goes square, finds a speeding Kamari, who turns his man smartly and frees the man down the right side. He has a little attendance, but he can cross. Looks like Wilkes. He's trying to get across the box. Wilkes. Man goes to the ground, the whistle goes, but this time it's not a penalty. It's a foul against the attacking player. Free kick to Saddlers.
Yes, very, very good covering there against Wilkes. Wilkes trying to go to the byline and get the ball across. But Saddlers' defense was tight. But here is Barnes. That now playing back and now looking to go forward.
Big ball on the right side. Rollins not paying attention, not at home. Could have been an interesting build-up until Evanzoy Barnes turned back and tried to switch the play from left to right, but his players weren't connecting on that occasion. Village keeping the play alive from deep behind their own defensive area, building from out of him their penalty box. They come out now, just crossing the half mark now. Fleming, a little pressure coming from Stephen Barnes. Goes back to Jeffers, Lawrence Jeffers. Jeffers turns, gets away from two men, slides it through the center forward channel, looks at Bertie. Bertie gets the chance to turn, but he goes on the inside. Looking to go square now. Yes, he does. Finds an overlap in Morton. Morton chips it in the box. Powell will take it easily indeed.
Again, Morton for the second time in succession. Too close to the goalkeeper. He's a youngster, so he's going alone. He can get the ball just about, should be targeting the penalty spot. instead of being so close to the goalkeeper.
Big kick from the keeper. Headed away. Jeffers takes it from the air. Sadler's players scoring a free kick. Through ball. Not read by Johnson. Sean Leverett allows it to roll into touch. Goal kick for Sadlers.
Okay, Sean Leverett wisely allowing the ball to go into touch so Sadlers can reset. They're looking good so far, Sadlers. Not too much alarm at the back. That would be the major concern. They don't want to concede too early and put themselves under pressure. They want to stay in the game as long as possible. And then look to counter attack. Here they are now with a good chance to counter. Nice run down the left wing. Can I get the ball inside the box? There are two men inside the box. Could still. Oh, that was too easy. Straight to the goalkeeper. And he had two players who could have targeted, but unfortunately he went straight to the goalkeeper.
Counter by Village.
We're going to see the first card.
Shown to Barnes for kicking away the ball after he blew the whistle. Travis is really showing he's a no-nonsense type referee this year.
Yes,
taking those type of things at all.
That's very much so, Al. Yes.
He pushed Kimari when he was trying to get around. Kimari was trying to get around him, and then when the whistle was blown, he simply kicked away the ball. And Richards.
Well, that was very careless by Barnes. Barnes is an experienced player. Barnes should have known better than that. Needlessly picking up a card, Al, and that's going to put him under pressure for the rest of the game. He's going to be very careful, very cautious, and maybe not play his usual game, putting in extra tackles. So very, very poor by Barnes and an experienced player.
Village combining to go forward. Clearance, cross, from Ardell Fleming. Falls to the ground in disappointment. His technique was poor on that occasion. Simply could not get around his foot. Get around the foot on the ball to make it a cross. The ball sailed way over the crossbar.
We have seen in recent times the lesser teams really playing good football, trying to stay in the game. We saw Trafalgar South Stars beating Conwy 1-0. Tonight we saw Mantab just going down 1-0 against Conwy. And also St. Peter's beating Mantab just 1-0. So the bigger teams are finding difficulty beating up on these lesser teams. But here comes Village now. Dick one on the left. Let's see you get the one inside the box.
Gets it in the box. First attempt. Sadler's a shot from Kimari from outside the box. It goes just wide. But good enterprising break down the left flank for Village. Johnson got a good cross. He got in a good cross. Heads went up, but flicked back to Kimari. Was just in the D, and I would say that's his range. Slammed it low and hard, but wide of the upright.
Good, a good chance because Bertie was able to lay back to Kimari, and Kimari should have done better, as you said. Kimari should have done better because Kimari had time to really pick his spot. But he jogged that one too wide, and ball went over the byline for goal kick. So he's still 0-0 at Warner Park. Sadlers versus Village Superstar, the defending champion.
Taken away from Village. Barnes. Evensway. Finds Hanley. Trevor. Loses out to the Village defense. They come forward in the counter with Kimari. Then Jeffers looking to go through the centre forward channel. A number of players are there, but he doesn't get there. The keeper gets there first. He smothers it over to French. French clears, but only partially. Picked up by Village. A shot by Village. A wide and wayward shot coming from Lawrence Jeffers, a.k.a. a second yellow card.
Is that for Sadlers? Sadlers have to control themselves. They don't want to pick up too many cards because that could interfere with the game. So, is that Tristan Hanley going into the book?
Yes, it is.
The second player for Sadlers going into the referee's book, which is not a good sign at all. Sadlers should be more control.
Particularly for defenders. I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you.
Yes.
Long ball upfield, trying to find Phipps. Phipps not there. The second ball picked up by Barnes. He goes to his overlapping right back in Sean Leverett. Sean Controls. Goes back to Barnes. Barnes trying to get Libert free. Libert is pushed from behind. Referee's not impressed. Johnson. Hanley. These guys are offside. Easy call.
Very good playing there by Sadler's to bring discipline, holding a nice line, and allowing Bertie and Tahir to go offside. So very good play by Sadler's backline.
Here comes Village. Ball rolled to the goalkeeper. The keeper knocks it out to Keynes. Keynes goes to Fleming. Fleming holds on to it. Then goes back to his keeper. Pushes back out to Keynes. They're playing over the ball in the box, it looks like, but confidently so. Jeffers, the number 6, takes over. He goes forward, finds Hanley. Hanley hands off to Bertie. Bertie is looking for help. He goes to the right side. Donates it to Sadlers. Sadlers. Hanley. Trevor. Chips it forward. Trying to find Rollins. Rollins is onside. Rollins slams it at goal. He goes just outside the upright as the defense came across. Injured himself trying to clear that one. But Rollins had enough time to put that on target.
Yes, had enough time to even put it on target, at least put it on target and force a save from the goalkeeper. A good defense by Village, by the Village defense there coming back. Is that Dylan Keynes getting back in time, but unfortunately for him, the ball went wide. But Dylan had enough time to settle. Didn't compose himself, Al.
That's Rollins.
Rollins, yes. Sorry, Rollins didn't compose himself. But good work there by Dylan, who playing a more central role tonight.
Yes, he's normally on the right side, playing the number 2. But here comes Sadlers intercepting that one. Junique Eddie. And again, he goes for his card. A stamp from Kimari, and Richards books him.
Well, we see the flurry of cards, and that could interfere with the game, because you want to see a free-flying game. You don't want players to be too cautious because of cards.
Well, his theory is that when he issues the cards, they'll be careful, and then you get your free-flying game. Hanley. Morris. Long ball forward, trying to free the man Rollins again, but the keeper has the pole position. He takes it down easily. Rolls it out to Fleming. Fleming. Up into Hanley. Hanley trying to go forward. Knocked by Sean, but not very far. Johnson takes over. Johnson. 2 touch, trying to get on his man. Sean is a plucky defender. It doesn't allow him to. Goes back for help. Finds Tristan. Tristan into Carlos Powell. Powell, the goalkeeper. Almost made a mess of it. Sends it out to Xavier. The long looping left-footed caller going forward. Barnes doesn't pick it up. Rollins doesn't pick it up. Phipps doesn't pick it up. Village instead. So here they come with a counter. The man goes to the ground. Whistle goes. Village resumes play. Johnson. Hanley. Trying to find Johnson again. Down the left flank. Can he get it? Just in time. Long looping cross over to the far side. Heads go up. Bertie picks it up. Bertie could get it. Tata has a shot. Tata has a shot, but it goes just outside the upright.
Tata is disappointed with himself. You know he should have put it on target. And he dragged it wide again. Tata too anxious. Again, need to just compose themselves. Be a little calm and settle themselves before shooting. They're pulling the trigger too quick. And they have time and space. So another chance going and begging for Village Superstars. It remains 0-0. Both teams have a bit of pressure to win this game. Sadler's needing points to get into the Super 6. Village Superstars need to establish themselves as they have this spirit of being invincible. But here they are now. Carlos Bertie.
Dangerous position. Bertie cradles. Bertie shoots just off the top of the crossbar. Excellent try from Bertie. Brilliant. Just brilliant.
Brilliant, exactly. That was a fantastic try by Bertie. Control that one nicely. And then almost with the overhead kick, just clipping the top of the crossbar. But it would have touched somebody, huh?
No, it didn't touch anybody. They couldn't. Nobody could have gotten close to him the way he controlled that ball.
Okay.
And the keeper was left in no man's land.
But here
is Sean going downfield, trying to find Rollins. Nodded over by Fleming to Fleming. Ardell to Dennis. Dennis tries to come back to Ardell. The Fleming family. doesn't pick it up well. They lose the ball. They lose to Saddlers. Saddlers making some headway down the right flank. They are.
Fleming without his partner again, Jaheim Francis. He was injured. Right, too.
Raheem Francis is injured, yes.
Yes.
So when the centre backs goes down.
Normally pair up with Fleming. That's Dennis.
Yes. So what they have done, they brought in Keynes and introduced the youngster Morton to play right back, to play in the 2 spot. So it's Fleming and Keynes in the central defense for Village. Usually it's Fleming and Francis.
Well, Fleming and Jaheim really pair up. Like 2 are tall and big. Jaheim Francis and Fleming.
Raheem Francis.
Raheem Francis and Fleming.
A.K.A. Pike. Well, here comes Village. Morton goes square, finds Berkeley. Jeffers goes into to Hanley. Hanley, poor control. Allows Tariq Boyce to take it away. Now the other Hanley on the other side of the field takes over, gives it to Barnes. Barnes goes forward, finds Rollins. Rollins comes on the inside, finds the other Barnes. That's Evanzoa. He controls, sends it forwards, knocked onto the hand of Lawrence Jeffers. Again, he gets a lecture. Not a card this time, fortunately.
Well, good to see him getting the verbal warning and not using his card. Don't want referee to impose himself on the game and be a bit card happy and start giving out card.
Hanley to Hanley, looping ball down the left flank, heads go up, clearance by Village. As far as Phipps. Phipps a very solid guy. Phipps shoots just outside the up wide. That's about 2 yards wide, but good attempt by Phipps.
Very good attempt indeed.
A strong youngster, well built but not very tall. Part of the national under 23 setup. Probably looking to get into the senior setup. Scored a lot of goals for Saddlers last season, but here's a foot race. Bertie versus Junique. Bertie gets there first. Bertie looks to shield. He turns back. Can he find support? Where are the Village men? Goes on the inside, finds Hanley. Hanley looking to turn. The defense, Murray won't let him. Barnes comes in to help out. He goes to the ground. Slips on the ball. Claiming for something, but he's not there. Foot race. Phipps is ahead. And penalized for being ahead. Offside.
Well, a smart move again by Saddlers, but this time they brought to a stop by referee's assistance with the flag. But here comes Dick
Action the next way. Dick Johnson takes it, puts it on the right foot, goes back into Fleming. Fleming, 1 touch, 2 touch, then crosses to the far post. Heads go up. Purple heads. Saddlers winning that first ball in. Sean Leibert. Twist one way, turns the next way, goes on the inside for help. Hanley goes back to Sean. Sean goes upfield, trying to find Barnes. That was Steve Barnes. Steve Barnes over to Phipps. Phipps into Hanley. Trevor Hanley turns, goes to the ground. Kimari knew that he fouled the guy. He fouled him and turned back to pick up his armband.
Interesting. Well, just now Barnes indicating that to his partner to pass the ball back inside, and Barnes is there, but could have gone a little wide.
Here comes Saddlers. Oh, near miss. Well read by Zarian Clark. Grabs it. Gives it to Fleming. Fleming gives it to Morton. Morton making a little headway down the right side. Robbed momentarily by Saddlers. Back to Village. Long ball upfield. Bertie is giving chase. 2 Saddlers men around him. Can he get in the cross? Does so now. Clearance from Trevor Hanley. And the player there has looked like one of the players trying hard to prevent the corner. Maybe the first corner for the night.
So Village superstars applying some pressure, but Saddlers acquitting themselves very well so far. It's an evenly contested game. Saddlers being able to get some chances. They are being defending well. At the same time, they are making some runs up front and creating some space, creating some chances. So it's a very good game. A game one would have thought that Village might have been dominating and imposing themselves on Saddlers. But Saddlers really equipping themselves very well and keeping themselves in the game. But here is come the corner kick.
Village is known to score from set pieces. They have about 6 players in the box, 5 players in the box, one looking, looping high corner, comes in, heads go up, a volley towards goal, blocked by the number of purple men in there. They eventually clear. but only as far as Dylan Kane. So it's come to the left side, goes on the inside, trying to get past the man there is Ardell Fleming. Ardell Fleming gives it up to Tariq. Tariq goes forward, trying to find Johnson, intercepted by Fleming. Nikon Phipps, sorry. Fleming intercepts, ball goes forward. Saddlers combine between Barnes and French. French donating it to Johnson, but he cannot make good use of it. Instead, he comes off his foot and goes into the cricket section.
It'll be interesting to see if the game gets a goal, especially the Saddlers about to score now. As the village superstars going to pick up their game. They're getting some good chances. Nothing really on target as yet. Nothing to force any big save from the goalkeeper.
Saddlers turn to try to go forward. Hanley, Phipps, over to Barnes. That's Stephen Barnes trying to get on the inside. Tristan turns, two players combine on him, robs him of the ball. They go forward. Find Johnson. Johnson on the strong attack. Advantage play. Kimari. A fake turn, a Cruyff turn. Jeffers goes square. Finds Ardell. Ardell Fleming. Fleming into the man Wilkes. Was switch sides with Johnson. A little soft foul by Tariq Morris and Kimari. Taking quickly, shoves on the left side to Wilkes. Wilkes slams it on the inside, tries to find Fleming. That's Wilkes. Fleming. Looping ball over. Stopped by Saddlers, cleared by Saddlers, into touch.
Yes, Saddlers making the big clearance. Normally, modern the football, they're looking to play out from the back, but Saddlers this time making a big clearance, taking no chance, and rightly so. But here's where the superstar still looking to go forward, and cut out there by Saddlers. He's Ardell for Village, still with the ball now. Nice flick there. Let's see, we're going to get the ball into the box. Good. Goalkeeper comes out, read that one well. Good leap. Good catch, and then plays the ball back out. So he's still 0-0. Saddlers needs to just settle down at times, and but here's Kimari. Kimari loves to pick up the ball in midfield and make that run here. But here is Turan. Turan is strong. Turan makes the shot, and look, you can see what Turan was trying to do. Looking to go around the goalkeeper, looking for the right upright, looking to get around, but unfortunately too wide. And the ball went over the byline for a goal kick. So it's a goal kick for Saddlers. It still remain 0-0 here at Warner Park.
0-0 indeed. The player went down momentarily. He's up now. He's okay. Play resumes. Tristan trying to find Xavier. Xavier under pressure from Johnson. Johnson fouls him. So says Travesta Richards, the referee.
I just say no nonsense referee. He's really... He's not laissez-faire at all.
As long as he's consistent, I have no problem with it. He's blowing the soft fouls, blow all the soft fouls. It's your yellow cards for this. On one side, it's your yellow cards for the same thing on the other side. Then it will okay. So far, so good for him. Henry French also take the free kick. Downfield, one by Village. Quick action, the ball ends up in the goalkeeper hands. Goes it out to Tristan. Tristan goes long downfield. Comes off the outside edge. That one will spin into touch for a throw into Village. Possession, dispossession. That's what we're seeing here. Turnover, we call it. Turnover after turnover. Jeffers. Find the free number 3. Over to number 2, Morton. Morton up to 7. Saddlers takes it away. Finds Xavier speeding on the left flank, trying to get around Morton. Eats him. Crosses. Goalward. Missing French. Everyone missing that one.
Oh, that was a very good move. Getting around the corner there, beating Truman and getting across the ball. All it needed was a touch, just a touch and get the ball to the back of the net. But very good service indeed, across the face of the goal. Unfortunately, he just couldn't apply the finishing touch to give Sadlers the one goal lead.
Well, the man is down now. That's the man Xavier Henry French. He felt that he had the better of Morton. And he sped past him and gave a very good cross across the goal mouth. Keeper couldn't get it, and so too the defenders couldn't get it. And Phipps was the one who was trying to throw everything.
Nikwan Phipps, number 19.
Yep.
Nikwan Phipps had a very good chance to apply a finishing touch there after the well set up. After it was well set up, nice built up by Sadlers. Ball coming down just across from the byline and squeeze across the face of the goal. All he needed was a touch, but unfortunately he didn't apply that. So it remains 0-0. As I said, both teams are under pressure to get something going as far as winning is concerned. Very Superstars, they're way ahead on top of the table. Sadlers looking to get into the final 6. And this win will be a very important win. They lost against another Bar State team, that's Garden Hotspurs in the last game when they went down 2-1. Put up a very good fight, and there were two contentious calls. 2 goals, not very often you find in one match you have 2 goals, but here comes Sadlers. 2 goals which require goal line technology, Al.
Vaz.
Oh, that's VAR. Player running to the referee there. Referee look a bit unconcerned, Al.
He looks guilty to me. Same as he was struck in the face by the movement of the referee.
Yes.
He immediately stopped the game. And the question is asking, what do you want me to do? I was watching the play. Just translating the body language. And then I think he blew a foul on another Sadlers player. And it looks to the crowd that he blew a foul for the player.
Watching him.
That is not the case.
Not at all. It was purely accidental. Nothing malicious in it at all.
There was an ensuing foul after that little accident.
Yeah.
Rogers will take it. That's Kimari Rogers. Looks as if he's going to loop it up to the far side again. Loops it up indeed. Heads go up. Purple heads winning the first ball. Second ball 2. Phipps the third ball. Trying to find Barnes. No. Morton is there. Phipps again intercepts. Ball goes all the way down to Keynes. Keynes knocks it over to Kimari. Kimari settles. Trying to beat Sean. I tell you, Sean, a plucky defender.
Oh,
strong
very
tackle.
good.
Clean tackle. Puts Kimari on the carpet. A foot race. A tanglement between Hanley and
pure
Keynes.
entanglement. Nothing intentional about that foul. And the sportingly, the 2 players shake hands
and pull each other up.
Yeah.
Here they come again. Village. Ardell Fleming. Carlos Berti. Back to Fleming. Fleming into Hanley. Tata Hanley. Hanley speeding away. Hanley looking at shot, a goal. Getting a little trouble. Ricochet. Hanley winning it. Hanley going goalwards. Hanley going into the back of the net. Berti, sorry.
Well, I was just about to say that. Billy will be very disappointed they haven't scored yet. But yes, Hanley with a powerful shot. Goalkeeper failed to get that one. And good follow up there by Berti. Berti tucking that one away. Had all the time, had all the space. Took his time, hold his composure. And Berti placed that one to the back of the net, giving Village Superstars a 1-0 lead. Very good playing indeed by Village Superstars.
Well, this is it. Game on. Let's see if this will wake up Sadlers as the 2 goals woke them up in the last match. Not only that, people like Carlos Buddy, who comes off the bench for Village, is also trying to make a statement. Here comes Barnes. That won't work. Trying to make a statement, trying to secure his position whenever the injured players come back.
Well, exactly, because he's not in the starting 11 as far as Village is concerned. He's not. So he's trying to impress. He will be, of course, trying to impress the referee and trying to impress the coach and the coaching staff so he can make the final 11. The first team 11. Well, it's a good goal, but he started from the free kick here, Al, which involved the referee.
It did involve the referee.
Yeah.
Here is Saddlers trying to come from midfield to attack. Village is in attendance. Johnson putting it into touch. Johnson. Xavier going downfield. I think they spotted something like a long looping cross. Phipps gives chase. Phipps is in the box. Phipps looking to settle now. Has two players around him. Goes back for support for his Leibert. Leibert twisting and turning. Frees Phipps. Phipps can take on one. Two players come to attack him. Win the ball from him. Give it to Hanley, that is. And he loses out to Saddlers. Saddlers into Morris. Morris losing out to Kimari. Counter attack. Offside. Easy call.
But the Carly again.
Carlos Botti.
Carlos Botti again.
Anxious.
Anxious.
Got
As
some
I said,
energy.
he's very looking to impress. This time he was caught offside.
Tariq Morris. Going back to Johnny Henry. Johnny Eddie. Eddie going on the left flank. Barnes trying to get on the man. Morton caught out of position. Actually fouled the man, and Richards is going to have a word with him. Calls him over.
But from the balance of play, I think Sadler deserves to be unbalanced. But
Deserve to be a level play.
I never, yes. They really played well for tonight, and they deserve to go into the dressing room at least 1-1. So let's see if they can
Should
get.
be 0-0. That goal should not have been scored.
Yes,
Keeper spilling. Nobody following up in terms of defense, but he did. Low cross coming in, eluding everyone. I almost thought it was Tyre Hanley who had followed his shot.
Yes,
But it was
Botti.
Botti.
It was Botti following up after Tahir Hanley made the initial shot.
Good. So it
Forced
shows
to
that
save from the goalkeeper.
Right, he was the one who was reading the game
Good,
and hoping for a spill and hope for something just like that.
good.
Slam it between the goalkeeper and defender.
And that's what we're saying all the time. At least go on target. Even if you don't score, at least you go on target. And they did go on target and forced a save, a rebound. But it's 2 minutes of added on time.
Saddlers running out of time. A long aimless ball from Xavier French from about 50 yards out. Here is the defense for Village. That's Keynes. Long upfield. Heads are there. That's Tariq Morris, the number 6. He wins 2 headers. Gives it back to Kimari. Kimari trying to find Wilkes. Keeper comes off his line. Sean is there. The keeper takes it easily indeed. Drops it down for Sean. Sean goes on the inside. Buckley intercepts. Hanley heads over. Back to Buckley. Buckley take 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. Then he tries to go to his right. Finds Johnson eventually. Johnson hands off to Morton. Morton stabs it back in. Finds Kimari. Kimari fakes out of trouble. Goes back to support for Dennis Fleming. Fleming gives it to Ardell Fleming from Berkeley. Jeffers. He loses his balance. The ball is to touchdown for a throw-in. Barnes foul. Barnes stops. They have very little time, into about a minute or 2 before they find the half-time whistle, or less. Long ball forward, slam forward. Barnes getting in front of the player. Barnes in the box now. Barnes losing out. Poor control. That was Stephen Barnes. Here's the other Barnes. Evanzoy goes to the left, finds Johnson, finds Xavier French, provides a battle, a ground battle. They go back to Zion Clark, scuffs it, then clears all the way upfield into safety. Hanley, Bertie, to Vista Richards. Whistle for halftime. It's 1-0. Village Superstars leading Saddlers at this game. We go back to Master Control and come for halftime analysis.
Live halftime show. This is the Premier League Live halftime show. This is the Premier League Live Halftime Show. Since the restart, St. Paul's FC have been moving like an unstoppable train, but St. Peter's also have a good run of form and are determined to make their claim for a Super 6 playoff spot. It's number 2 versus number 6. SL Horse for St. Paul's versus St. Peter's FC, live on SKNewsline.com and voiceofthecaribbean.net this Sunday at 6 p.m. We're also live on the Facebook pages of SK Newsline and the SKNFA. It's Premier League Live, St. Paul's versus St. Peter's at 6 p.m. this Sunday. Don't miss it. Is the Premier League Live Halftime Show. It's the new and improved SK Newsline Android mobile app. With the SK Newsline app, you can watch our news reports, the SK Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SK Newsline, and download the app today. The SK Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
My name is Akira Newman. I am the director of City Wi-Fi. I'm here to announce to the general public that we have a promotion running from the 1st of October to the 31st of October. This promotion will be as a COVID-19 relief, our response, as we have responded before during the pandemic. In the lockdown season, we are out serving our customers. Now we introduce our over and beyond promotion. No installation, no deposit, no setup cost. All you pay is the package that you choose. So if you choose the 30 megs package, which is $143 per month, that's all you pay. City Wi-Fi is here for you.
It's the new and improved SK Newsline Android mobile app. With the SK Newsline app, you can watch our news reports, the SK Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SK Newsline, and download the app today. The SK Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
Strictly Sports is back! Strictly Sports is back! And better than ever! The website that brings you all kind of sports. No rumors, no nigger business, just sports. Log on to www.getstrictlysports.com. That's GETSTRICTLYSPORTS.com and get articles, features, videos, and photos. Local, regional, and international stories. And don't forget to check out our online sports store.
It is little right now, but in time it will get hugely.
And we have lots of room for you advertisers. And advertising is free right now. You heard me right. Free. Just call 762-3134 for more information. This is good. This is good. If I miss the game, all I got to do is log on and everything right there. Strictly Sports is back.
Football fans, get ready for football like never before. It's the inaugural Super 6 playoffs featuring the top 6 teams in the SKNFA Premier League doing battle for the Big Cup at the Warner Park Football Stadium starting November 24th. The Super 6 playoffs is the most lucrative sporting event in St. Kitts and Nevis, with the champions winning $50,000. Yes, you heard right. $50,000 for the champions, $500 for man of the match, and over $100,000 in prize money. Fan giveaways and prizes galore. It's the inaugural Super 6 playoffs starting November 24th. Get ready to rumble. KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity Parish, St. Kitts. For all your t-shirt printing, banners and signs, promotional products, shipping, motivational speeches, computer classes, agro-processing, art and craft, and desktop publishing. Come to KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity, St. Kitts. Telephone 661-0118 or 765-7270. Email drkhrystus@kvklives.com or visit www.kvklives.com. KVK Enterprises. This is the Premier League Live Halftime Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 1-0 here at halftime. Number 1 ranked team versus the number 7 ranked team. Number 1 Village, defending champs, and number 7 Saddlers. A few weeks ago we had their captain and spokesman here on the halftime show indicating that one of their objectives for this year is to get into the Super 6. At the moment they are number 7. From the way they're playing tonight, Mr. Dixon, do you think they can get into the 6?
Well, it's looking tougher and tougher as the games go along. I thought I thought they were one of the favourites to make it to the 6 after the restart of football, but thus far they found it difficult. And as the games go along, the deficit gets tougher and tougher. This evening, I thought for the first quarter of the game, they were the better of the two sides. They created some opportunities. But I believe as the game went along, in the second quarter of the game, I thought Rams Village Superstars grew into their normal selves and they started to create some chances. Carlos Bertie had looked dangerous and he eventually got the goal, a good goal, a good individual move, and he was able to put the ball into the back of net from a tight angle. So I thought Saddlers were the best in the first quarter, as I said, and Village in the latter part of the first half was a better team.
No, Bertie is not a normal starter for Village. The way he looks tonight, he looks rather sharp tonight. The shot that he volleyed over the crossbar, he was the one to be the most alert to pick up the rebound from the... Now, when everyone is fit, someone like Tuan Hanley, Giovanni Amory, and Raheem Francis, when those fit players come back, will he go back to the bench or do you think he can keep his place in the starting lineup?
Well, that would be a good headache.
Remember that Tuan Hanley is the leading goal scorer. Yeah,
that would be a good headache for the coach of Rams Village Superstars to have. Missing 22 goals through Tuan Hanley and being able to replace him with a perennial national team striker, a former Golden Boot winner in Carlos Bertie himself. So that's a headache. I think he would enjoy. A real headache a coach would enjoy.
Let's go back to the headache. Let's take a little break from to tell you. I have some scores from the Under 13 league played today in Sandy Point. Under 13, Strikers 4, Sandy Point 1. Spurs 3, St. Paul's 0. Debbe 3, Keon 2. Newtown 1, Bath 1. In the Under 15s, Newtown 6, Bath 0. Keon 5, Debbe 1. I think there was some mix-up in the fixture with the Under 15s, which is why more games weren't played. In the Women's League, which played on Thursday, Keon 6 and the National Under 15 1. For the Under 17 matches played earlier, played on Monday, Village 8, Sandy Point 1, Keon 4, Youth and Experience out of St. Paul's 2. So that's an invitation for you to go on out to see those youth matches. We thought we should bring you that information. The youth matches are played on Saturdays from 10 o'clock down to 2 o'clock, all the after 2. This weekend coming, they'll be in Keon, where all these teams will have reverse fixtures. That's under 13 and under 15. The under 17 is normally played on Mondays and Fridays. So they won't be playing the following Monday, but yes, the following Friday we'll have matches around the country. So that's the youth. Keep it up with the youth. Back to the night's show, where I have Mr. Dixon with me as my analyst. He'll be over in the chair taking notes. What do you think Saddlers have to do to get back in this game? Even a result, even a point would help.
Well, I think they'll have to channel the second half performance they showed against Garnet Spurs last week, Sunday, was it? I think they'll have to come back with that kind of performance if they want to take anything from this game and also be a lot more solid at the back and find a way to contain the front line of Rams Village Superstars, which is, as we know, a lot easier said than done.
Yes, that's fun having people like Tahir Hanley, Carlos Botti. But before we go on to those, I noticed the referee tonight is reaching for his pocket very quickly indeed. What do you make of that?
Well, so, a few of them had been warranted. I think one from Rams Village Superstars, I thought it was a bit harsh, but the one for Barnes, I think that was a fair yellow card. I think he actually asked for that one. In the earlier game, some fans around here was complaining that the previous referee wasn't going into his pocket. They thought he had forgotten his card. So it's an interesting contrast for this game.
Yes, most certainly the referee has always been in the center of attention. Now Village, now we have to show attention. When we have to play coaches for both sides, what would you say to Village? Do you think that Saddlers can hurt them? Do they need to take extra caution?
Well, we all know Saddlers can be dangerous going forward, especially. They have a lot of pace up front, and I think the Rams Village Superstars would want to guard against that. They wouldn't want to give Barnes especially any space to run in behind them, because he for one can make them pay. So I would say try to keep a clean sheet, and if they could get another, take it and hold a comfortable 2-0 victory. For Saddlers, I would say give me what you gave me against Garden Spurs, because you'll need that kind of performance in the second half if you want to get a goal and go on to try and get a winner. Coming from behind, it's all Saddlers to play for. Rams Village Superstars are all but certain to be in the Super 6. Saddlers want to be in the Super 6. This is the opportunity to make a play to get into their first playoff. Yep,
they want it, and they want it badly. But for now, we'll have to go back to master control and then come back to some more football commentary. But before we do so, I have some quick information on the under-13s. Newtown 12, Connery 2, a whopping score there. St. Paul's 2, St. Peter's 0. Those games were played in a week due to the fact that all the teams don't have all under 13, under 15, under 17. So the various matchups, they stick in 1 or 2 games. Those 2 games were played on Wednesday, I think. And Newtown won 12-2 over Connery. St. Paul's won 2-0 over St. Peter's. So with that, we will go back to master control and come back to see if Saddlers can really get a point out of this game.
This is the Premier League Live halftime show. Since the restart, St. Paul's FC have been moving like an unstoppable train, but St. Peter's also have a good run of form and are determined to make their claim for a Super 6 playoff spot. It's number 2 versus number 6. SL Horse for St. Paul's versus St. Peter's FC, live on SKNewsline.com and voiceofthecaribbean.net this Sunday at 6 p.m. We're also live on the Facebook pages of SK Newsline and the SKNFA. It's Premier League Live, St. Paul's versus St. Peter's at 6 p.m. this Sunday. Don't miss it.
My name is Akira Sunumam. I am the director of City Wi-Fi. I'm here to announce to the general public that we have a promotion running from the 1st of October to the 31st of October. This promotion will be as a COVID-19 relief, our response, as we have responded before during the pandemic. In the lockdown season, we are out serving our customers. Now we introduce our over and beyond promotion. No installation, no deposit, no setup costs. All you pay is the package that you choose. So if you choose the 30 megs package, which is $143 per month, that's all you pay. City Wi-Fi is here for you.
It's the new and improved SK Newsline Android mobile app. With the SK Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SK Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SK Newsline, and download the app today. The SK Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
Second half action. Saddlers trying their best. Can they wake up and find the energy they found against Spurs? Normal would not do. Extra normal is what they're asking for. French coming forward. Saddlers losing out to Village in Kimari. Kimari slides it, trying to find Bertie. Interception. Junique Eddy. Junique Eddy still in control. Junique Eddy slides it up to Evans Roy Barnes. Barnes goes back for help. Finds Leibert. Leibert and Barnes interchange passes. Eventually Leibert tries to swing forward. Upended by, slowed down by Village. Come back for support. Finds Morris. Village holding their defensive composure. Light pressure from the strikers. French going into Trevor. Hanley. Hanley to Phipps. Phipps back to French. French over to Phipps. Phipps trying to free the man. That's Hanley freeing Phipps. Phipps is in the box. Phipps can cross now. Block. Phipps gets it back. Fleming holds him up. Crosses it now, but straight to Zarian goal. Zarian Clark in goal. Phipps.
Strictly Sport.
Keep your hands off the player itself, Travis Richards, by using his whistle to indicate a foul on Tata Hanley. Saddlers trying to force their way forward, blocked by Village. Look like Wilkes, who fights his way, takes it away from the Saddlers players. A slip by Bertie, gives it up to Saddlers. Into Barnes. Barnes trying to find his other man. Here comes Village again. Kimari shoots a goal. Powell goes down and saves the day. Quiet in terms of the attack, but he has been the one in the midfield doing the donkey work for Village. Looping ball comes across, heads go up, goalward, just so, but they couldn't get it on target. Carlos Powell goes out to Sean. Sean goes upfield, finds the man Wallins. Wallins under pressure, finds Barnes, inadvertently maybe. Goes back to Sean Leibert. Sean changing sides, goes back to Junique, it looks like. Junique Eddy finds Steve Barnes. Steve Leibert pushes up to Wallins. Wallins under pressure. Two players sandwich him. Eventually the whistle goes. And in retaliation, Wallins is the one deemed to have fouled one of the Village players. Lecture from Sylvester Richards. And then play will resume with a free kick to Village.
Well, for sure tonight we're going to see more goals, because Saddlers will be forced to go and get the equalizer because they're looking for points. And so the game is going to be stretched. Village Superstars, as you know, they're the most prolific attack we have. So you expect them to go for goal too. So it's going to be a very interesting.
Most prolific attack indeed, but the main man is not on the field tonight. That's Stuart Hanley with some 20 odd goals. I think it's 24 goals.
But you still have firepower in Kimari and Tahir Hanley, and of course Carlos Bertie, the scorer of the goal.
Don't forget Dickwan Johnson. One of the best goals they scored in the 2019-20 season came from Dickwan Johnson.
And Will scored a hat-trick in his last game. That's against security forces.
So he knows how to score.
Yes. He has a good idea how to score. So there's firepower in Village Superstar still too. Really create some problem for
free kick, loop up, ball goes goalwards. Oh, and they had a man coming forward but just couldn't get it on target.
But I was very much encouraged by the way Saddlers played against another Bar State team, that's Garden Hotspurs, when they were 2-1 down, and they really looked for that equalizer.
Here is Village. Johnson. Hanley. Slices it through. Interception. Hanley. That's the other Hanley. Barnes tried to come with it. Morton won it, and Morton went to ground. Compliments of Ivan's Barnes. He has a yellow card already, so he has to be very careful.
Barnes have to be very careful, yeah. Number 10
pull out
Barnes.
those tackles.
Yeah. Well, that was number 10 Barnes, and there's number 10 Village now over the ball for the free kick. That's Kimari Rogers. Let's see what he's going to do.
Loops hard and low. Interception. Left-footed Trevor. Trying to find a man, Wallins. Wallins has 3 defenders around him. They take the ball away from him, give it to Xavier and Clark. Clark gives it back to one of them. That's Keynes. Keynes goes to his right. Finds the youngster Morton. Morton. One touch control and goes forward to Hanley. It's a foot race. Sadler's defense in front. They combine to take it away from Hanley. That's Tristan Hanley. Tristan Hanley taking it away from Tahat Hanley. Gives it to his keeper from Junior Keddy. Junior Keddy goes to his keeper. Keeper goes all the way across to Hanley. That's Tristan. Tristan gives French. French gives Kimari. Kimari dummy back over to Ajah Jeffers. Ajah Jeffers is robbed of the ball. Make that good run. Good play back between Tata and Lawrence Jeffers. But he came to naught.
Well, again, good anticipation by the goalkeeper. He seemed to be very good at anticipating the play and came out and averted any possible danger. But here's Sadler's now, looking to build from the left side.
They try to feed Deacon Johnson on the left flank. Johnson has Keynes with him. Fakes one way, comes on the inside, slides it in the box, finds the left-footed Hanley. Hanley tries to find Barnes. Shot at goal, and Zawin is spread eagle in. A great save. Gave it everything, and he seems to be injured at this time.
Well, this seemed to be very reminiscent of last time Sadler's played against Billy Superstar, where they came alive, Al, trying to get an equalizer.
The Sunday came alive just now, and that stretched Zawi. More than likely, he stretched a muscle in his side in order to reach that one to tuck it round the corner. Brilliant save. That one had him beaten all ends up.
It really was a good save.
Fingertips. Here comes the corner. Heads go up. Clark is there. Misses it. Punches it away. Again, they go down to the ground. Clark hurt. Wish he should stop the game, and he does. Physio stops that as Clark seems to be all right. Gets up slowly. Well, on this occasion he has to work. He has had to work for his money.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to be in for an interesting ride. So, if you're still with us, stay with us. Don't miss the action. British Superstars didn't counter 1-0. Sadlers seem to have a nice momentum going. They're enjoying a good passage of play. Let's see what they can do, if they can at least get a goal.
Hanley to Phipps. Pushed away, pushed onto the boot of Phipps. So says Kamari. Agreed by Travesta. Village. Passing on in their box. Fleming, Keynes, other Fleming, now Wilkes. Long forward, trying to find Bertie. Hanley allowing to run to Powell. Powell then rolls it out to him. That's Tristan. Finds Xavier. Henry French. French finds Morris. Morris gives it back. He looks to go long, low. Finds Trevor Hanley. Hanley twists, turns, tries to go back. Won by Kamari momentarily. Eventually, they have to forward in order to stop Sadler's from going with the ball. Taken quickly. Hanley into Morris. Down the left flank goes Phipps again. Phipps in control. Phipps has one man with him, the youngster with him. They're looking to free that man. Barnes has it. Barnes squares. Finds Morris. Morris touch off. Poor control. One by Dylan. Dylan up to Hanley. Whistle goes. Again Sadlers. Didn't quite see that infringement. Could have been a handball. Ball taken now. Set nicely by Dylan Keynes. Plays it back to Fleming. Fleming eases forwards, takes up some space, goes forward about 10 yards, then he goes to the right flank, finds Johnson. Johnson goes on the inside. Interception, Sadlers. Fancy pass tried by Phipps, doesn't work. Morton battles away for it, loses. Cross from Phipps into Steve Barnes. Steve Barnes goes back to Evansroy Barnes. Evansroy hard over to the right side, the number 2. Sean trying to free the man in the inside, trying to find Phipps. Kimari is there. Kimari gets on his man, shocks him off, goes forward, stabs it forward, finds Hanley. Hanley goes to the left side now. Yes, he does. Finds Wilkes. Wilkes goes back for help. Fleming, Ardell of the Ardell variety, back to Wilkes. Village is in possession and just broken up there by the man coming back. It looks like Wallins. Just breaking the play momentarily.
This is going to be a very hard night for Saddlers because they have to push men forward. At the same time, they have to be protecting the back line. And Village Superstars would love to see them go forward. There'll be a bit stretch. And Village Superstars, they have the pace, they have the flair in order to exploit the situation. So it's going to be a very interesting end to this game as Village Superstars now Kimari up front.
Sent forward, keeper comes out, he has the better, he has the pole position, takes it easily before Hanley can latch onto it. Another probing one there by Village.
Yes, I'm surprised that they're not taking some long range shots, seeing that the goalkeeper spilled one already, which resulted in the first and only goal so far in the match. Goalkeeper spilled a shot from Tahir Hanley, and both were able to follow up and score. But here they are.
Yes, in the box now. Cross comes up. Man Rogers is latching onto it, trying to get away, trying to get a shot. Goes wide, goes away from the goal. Finds Hanley. Hanley trying to get over the man, turns back. He comes on the inside, finds a speeding forward. Jeffers goes through the middle, but finds the interception coming from Saddlers. In Morris. Village wins it back, gives it to Kimari. Kimari turns his man, loses him. Kimari shoots at goal, just wide.
That's the idea, Timari. That's the idea. Timari just looked up from a distance out, Al, and that one flash past the goalkeeper, about a little bit wide. So no trouble to the goalkeeper, no trouble to Saddlers, as they look forward to go to the equalizer. Crunching tackle here from the youngster Morton. That's Jakeem Morton.
Learning his craft. Called into action for the first time this season to start. Here comes Saddlers. Combination play between a number of players. And Travis Richards intervenes by saying that Village has fouled Saddlers. Just about halfway in their own half, Village. Saddlers will take a free kick. Looks like French will take it. Number of players are lining up on the far side. Takes a few steps back. What will he do? Loop it down the far side. Goes across the goal mouth. A number of players missing. Eventually, Village clears with Kimari. High looping ball downfield. Only 2 central defenders are there for Saddlers, the 3 and the 4. He knocks it over to the left side. Finds Leibert. Chance sends it hard forward. Saddlers pick up the loose ball. They go forward. They lose out to Fleming in Village. Kimari. Blocked, but only as far as Fleming. Established down the left flank. 2 Saddlers players intervene. They knock it onto Joseph Wilkes and they win a throw. Throw in. Wilkes goes to the ground, trying to intercept. Doesn't do so. Long ball forward. Phipps. The youngster Morton wins it. Finds Johnson. Jeffers. Morton. Back to Clark. Light pressure coming from Barnes. Clearance out to Johnson. Good loop in rainbow ball. Johnson goes to the ground. Referee plays advantage. He's not hurt. He's okay. Here they come again. Village with Kimari to Aja. Robbed. Barnes. Beating 1. Beating 2. Hands off to his brother. That was Wallins, sorry. Wallins, French. Can cross. He does so now. Good cross. Searching. Asking questions. Players go to the ground. Excitement in the crowd. But that one That ball just simply roll off or ricochet from the players. Zarian Clark comes out, gives it to Leibert. Leibert tries a shot at goal. Clearance from Dillon. Leibert gets it back. He goes back to his skipper, Johnny Keddy. He then goes to the ground. Referee is not impressed. Wilkes, Johnson. Wilkes loops it over, trying to find Kimari, spinning on the right flank. He takes it now. He goes back for some space, trying to take on a man, but French will have none of that. Knocks it into touch.
Well, Saddlers are still in this game. It's still alive because it's still a contest as far as Saddlers is concerned. They're looking for that equalizer. At the same time, Village are just scooping to counter-attack. And Saddlers, they are looking good. It'd be interesting to see if Barnes could go up a little for a more attacking position. Take the chance. He's capable of scoring.
Here they come, trying a counter-attack, but number of players weren't latching on, number of players weren't communicating, and so that ball was easily taken away by Village. So here comes Village again with the counter, starting from way back. Fleming, over to Morton. Morton, the youngster with confidence, trying to beat the man, is robbed by Phipps. Phipps gets it down to the flank. This is a dangerous area. Phipps has one man, flies it into Barnes. Big clearance coming from Kimari, who has come all the way back and roughing up the youngster because he was trying to dribble with the ball.
Yeah, that is Kimari. What?
Strong third ones coming in from the captain, and he's still demonstrating.
Yeah, little Joel going between us, Nikon Phipps and Saddlers and the youngster, Jaheim Morton of Village Superstars. He's done right now, but he's playing as a right back, and Jaheim on the left, and Nikon Phipps on the left with a very good cross. Really should have created some problems inside the box. The play is up now. But it's still Village Superstars 1.
But he's still in some discomfort. He goes back to the ground. And the indication, if you read the sign language, that he would have to be substituted. The last time something like this happened, they brought on Leroy Hanley, a.k.a. Freco. He played left back. But I think they may be protecting him because of the cards that he had. And now he's limping, favoring that foot. Seems to be in a lot of pain. Probably twisted an ankle. When he tried the quiff tone on Phipps, Phipps didn't bite and probably twisted his own ankle. Because there was not much contact between himself and Phipps to cause that much pain. His head is down. He's sure he's worried.
Well, Saddlers really searching for that equalizer. And they're looking good. Can they get it? Here's Chiston.
Johnson defending. Only as far as Tariq. Tariq puts it down. Tariq tackles. The referee's not happy with that. I'm sure he'll point in the direction of Village. Taken quickly. Bertie to the left side. Sean is reading. Sean is covering. Sean knocks it down. Number of players converge. They almost knock out each other. And Carlos Powell in the Saddlers goal was able to pick up quite easily indeed.
Sean has had a very good game. He's very tough, very abrasive. Nice there by Ross Bertie.
Yes, well, Bertie is asked to drop back because Deacon Johnson has dropped back for the young man who's off the field. But here comes Village again with Hanley. Hanley trying to make some space for himself. Gets around, gives it Kimari. Kimari gets around the man, shoots to the goal, block. Saddlers, intercept, Saddlers, clears. Phipps knocks it off to Trevor Hanley. Hanley up to Phipps again. Has support on the inside. Slides it in. Interception from Johnson. Johnson now playing in the right back position momentarily. Johnson now is the new 2.
A very good checking by Nikon Johnson. Very good checking back and able to push the ball back to the goalkeeper. Very good interception, preventing any trouble, preventing any danger for Village Superstars. So here they are.
Winning the ball, finding Hanley, picking on Hanley. Hanley trying to beat one man. Hanley has a shot. No, he passes. Goes over to Wilkes. Wilkes comes inside, shoots a goal. A tip off by Carlos Powell. Another great save. The keeper showing off tonight.
Yes, very great save indeed. It went up, just tipping this one all over the crossbar. And but good play by Village Superstars. And we're having a change now.
Another youngster coming to the park to fill in for number 77. Here comes the post. Just chips off the post. Not yet out of the woods. Clearance by Sadlers. A long looping ball. I'm sure that was not intended. Hitting on the post. And Sadlers saved by the post. Here they come. Breaking free. Phipps bearing down on the youngster. The youngster. First touch of the ball.
First touch was a very crucial one indeed.
He's related to a camp player. The camp player is Springle. I'm wondering if he carries Springle as well. We'll get his name for you. Carries the number 8. Here comes Sadlers. Sadlers a chance. And he puts it straight into the man's hand. Straight into Clark's hand.
Is that Rollins? Number 15 for Sadlers.
It is Rollins, yes.
Stephen Rollins really should have done better in that. Straight to the goalkeeper. And a good save there by the goalkeeper. Again, as I said, this is very reminiscent of the last game between Spurs and Sadlers. The Sadlers really applied the pressure in the last moments, and the same thing they are doing here tonight.
On that occasion, they had 2 goals to claim. On this occasion, they can't claim anything because they put it straight into the hands of Zion Clark.
Right.
He didn't have to go left, he didn't have to go right, he didn't have to dive. Straight to Clark.
Exactly, this is very good pressure.
And of course, it seems if the coach is not happy, out he comes. Right after that incident.
But Sadler's looking good. They're really putting up a fight here tonight. They're looking for that equalizer. Remember, they're searching for points. They want to get into the final 6.
Henderson replacing Rollins. Long ball on the right flank. Good ball. Johnson beating French. Johnson trying to go to the left side. Who's there? Wilkes speeds down the left flank. Wilkes has some space. Settles it. Trying to take on 1, trying to take on 2. Goes to the byline. Wins it back. Then crosses. Johnson trying to volley.
Idea was very good by Johnson. Trying a one-time volley. Didn't connect well, but very good idea.
Quick goal kick taken by Sadlers. Given away quickly by Sadlers.
Can Sadlers get the equalizer? Can please go ahead? They don't normally score 1 goal.
Sadlers had the equalizer.
And
gave it to Clark. Here comes Village. Trying to look for number 2. Johnson. Crosses. 1-1 going over the crossbar.
So we're going to have another tense finish here.
Looks like a key man for Sadlers has gone down. Sean, what I call a plucky, strong defender, is down, and the indication from Janique.
And he has had a very good game tonight, Al.
Yes, of course.
Defensively, really played well.
In his other life, he'd like to think of himself as a striker, but he's strongly advised to stay in the back line where he does a much better job.
He really done a very good job. Very combative in the back line. And for Sadler's sake, let's hope that he's still fit and will be able to go back onto the field of play.
It doesn't look good. He goes to the side, but goes down, and their physio is there, trying to take care of him. Junique has indicated that it needs a substitution. Here they come. Phipps. Henderson trying to find the man speeding Barnes. Henderson wins it back. Henderson trying to go to the middle. Goes to the ground. Fleming winning out. Barnes taking over. Barnes giving it to Tariq. Morris goes square. Finds help. Henderson, the freshman, takes over. Henderson, the freshman, gives it away.
A mix up there. The youngster who just came on, Henderson, number 7, just came on. A little mix up. But Sadler's looking, what I said, they're looking for the equalizer. They're searching for the equalizer. They've had a few chances, and number 20 is back on. Sean is back on. Sean look good, very good in defense. And Sadler's high up the field, looking to squeeze with superstars. They're really searching for this equalizer. Can they get it?
Yet another youngster, Daly, in the right back position. Taken away by Sadlers. Phipps looking for help. Loses the ball. Wins a free kick. Taken quickly by Tariq Morris. Left-footed Hanley. Goes to the right side. Number of players over there, but Village Red Shirts win out. Sean heads away. Finds help. Henderson trying to latch onto it. Clash of bodies. Flag goes up. Referee doesn't blow. Probably allowing advantage.
Well, referee
Long looping ball.
that.
Knocked away by Morris. Aerial battle. Morris again wins it back. And he goes forward, finds Barnes. They're really pressuring. Barnes has a shot. Barnes goes to Clark. Clark covers it, smothers it. You do not allow Barnes to shoot from those type of areas. That's his range. Just didn't connect on that one. But here comes Sadlers, a high press. Barnes. Then Morris. Beaten. Then they go forward. Find Kimari. Kimari finds Jeffers. Jeffers finds Bertie. Bertie's going forward. Finding Johnson spinning on the right flank. Hanley gives chase. Ball goes into touch. Substitution. Tariq Morris comes out. A defensive player. This looks like Fernando. Fernando Williams, number 9. Comes in for Sadlers. Another substitution. Sean doesn't make it to the end of the game. So 2 changes by Sadlers. Tall, lanky defender coming in for Sean. As Village try to make some headway. That's Kimo Henry. So Kimo Henry has replaced Sean Liebert. And Fernando has come in for Tariq Morris. Sadlers with their last effort. Village corresponding. Trying to swap in the midfield, bringing in Rouse. Shavar Rouse, most likely he would sit in front of the defense and try to clean up things in there. Also coming in, another youngster. Here comes Village. Heads go up, purple heads. Winning the first ball. Village fouls. So, Village forced to go deep into the bench, bringing on their youngsters. We saw one starting at right back, then replaced by another youngster. Tikwan Daly is also a youth player. Also in his teen ages, yes. I'm sure of that. And then Jabez Dorset. Sadlers wins out. Sadlers come forward. Sadlers slides to the right side, that's Barnes. Barnes is looping behind, trying to pick it up now. Attacker comes in, he loses out. Village. From left to center. Interception. Fernando. Slides it to Phipps. Phipps. Dangerous down to the 6th flank. Tries to go forward. Knocks it off the boot of the man Daly. Soka. Wilkes. Fakes one way. Goes the next way. Turns back. Accounting for himself. Very well. Robbed by Trevor Hanley. Harassed and hassled, so says Travesta, in a way that he's not happy with. So he's winning a free kick.
I love the urgency of Sadlers. They're really looking to get this equalizer and working hard for it. The question is, can they get it? We're going to have a dramatic end to this game.
Xavier goes to the goal, comes across the goal mouth. A number of players converge. Village clears. Barnes gets it. Barnes is in the box. Barnes to Phipps. Phipps slides it over. Henderson straight again to Zion Clark. Straight again to Zion Clark.
Oh, this is exciting stuff. Very exciting. Henderson really should have. He went for placement, but he didn't really get the placement. He should have gone for power and placement, but he went for placement, and goalkeeper had no problem at all getting it.
Last week they were aggrieved with the referees, as the referees didn't pick up whether or not the ball went to the goal. This week they have to agree with themselves.
Exactly.
Henderson had the option to go to the left of Clark, to the right of Clark. He had 4 options.
Yes.
Left top, left bottom. Right top, right bottom. And he chose the 5th one, which is directly straight to Clark.
Oh, this is really excitement. As I said, it's very reminiscent of last game Saddlers played against Garden Hotspurs, where they were sourcing for that equalizer, and they did very well indeed. Some close calls, but this time, getting into good position, creating chances, but not getting as close. So it's 1-0. It remains 1-0 in favor of Village Superstar, the defending champion. Our player is down. But Saddlers will be very happy with the performance. They're really working hard. Very industrious. Pure application, pure commitment to the cause. They just need that equalizer. They just need that 1 goal. Remember, they're really fighting for points. They want to get into the 6. They want to finish. They want to finish in the top 6. And they have a chance.
Henderson trying to redeem himself, speeding on the flank, giving away the ball this time. But the last time Rollins missed an easy chance, he was pulled out, but this time Rollins was replaced by Henderson. But they pull him out again. But I think Village is playing into the hands of Saddlers by dropping back deep to try to defend them. They should continue their press. Here comes Saddlers. Henderson, Barnes, Hanley, Trevor Hanley, Deja, Phipps, fancy pass to Hanley. Hanley can cross, he does that goal, so now Clark picks it down, then protects himself. Big kick downfield, route 1. Tata Hanley versus 2. Tata Hanley controls, no. Ball's knocked from his body into Carlos Sporrell. For those who are listening to us, you're hearing live coverage of SKNFA football. It's Saddlers versus Village. Village lead 1-0 tomorrow. We break from that as Phipps breaks on the left flank. Phipps again. Phipps goes across the goal mouth. Clark is there, easy take. Probably trying to find Barnes on that occasion. Overhand throw to Fleming as Village builds up once again. We're telling you that the next match we're covering is a game tomorrow between St. Paul's and St. Peter's. That's tomorrow. Voice of the Caribbean Not Dead. SKNFA Facebook page. As Kimari goes forward, Kimari sends it forward to Hanley. Hanley doesn't read it. SKNFA Facebook page will bring it live. Voice of the Caribbean.net, I think that's more radio. And of course, SKN Newsline. Those are the areas where you can get the game. You can spread the message around. The capacity here at Warner Park is just over 1,000 for COVID-19 rules. Here comes Phipps again. Over to Trevor. Clearance from Village. That's the man Keynes. Up to Kimari. Kimari turns, looking for support on the left side. Doesn't see anybody. Comes to the right, finds Wilkes. Wilkes gets it up to Hanley. A strong tackle coming in from the Saddlers playing Deja. Right into his ankle, he goes down. This is Fernando. Fernando up to Henderson. Henderson slides it up to the other Hanley. Wrestled away by Fleming. Wins the wrestling match.
Yes, Fleming, he's big. He's the tallest man in the field, but he's not only big, but broad shoulders and using his strength there.
He was the tallest man until Kimo Henry came in. The right back for Saddlers.
Oh, that's true.
He may be the biggest on the field, girth-wise. Here comes Sadlers. Which Henderson? Henderson goes back to Kimmo Henry. The tallest man on the field by my estimation. Here he comes. Kimmo slides it forward. Tries to find Barnes. He does so. Steve Barnes slides it into Evangeline Barnes. Barnes goes over to Hanley. Hanley getting in trouble. Tries to slide it into Phipps. Fleming is there. Fleming tries to free Tata Hanley, but Tahir Hanley was offside.
But this is really exciting stuff. Sadler's really looking good. They're moving the ball well. They're getting into good position. I'm surprised that really superstars haven't been able to get a
substitution. Take out the same Hanley. If I'm not mistaken, this looks like Zikuma Kanda.
Nikon Phipps has had a very good game for Sadlers tonight.
Almost everyone back for Village, trying to defend this set piece from Sadlers. Just on the left side, close the corner. Xavier Henry French. Stiff low cross. Rouse controls. Rouse goes to the ground, loses out to Henderson. Henderson goes across the box. Heads go up. The goal was no, not on target. This time, the guilty party was Johnny. His eyes open wide. And now he looks to the heavens, wondering how he didn't get one on target. He was right in the 6-yard box, very close to goal.
Not a chance again going and begging for Sadler. Sadler's gotten so close for this equalizer. They've worked hard. Unfortunately, that final ball, just not enough to give them that goal. No one applying that finishing touch to get them that equalizer. But they work hard, they get into very good position, into dangerous position. But here comes very superstar. Can they increase their lead?
Tactical change from Village. Kimari goes on top, Zikuma Kanda goes in the midfield. Here is Fernando. Up to Barnes. Barnes back to long ball forward. Headed to go to the goal once. Almost a bit of miscommunication between Keynes and Clark, but eventually it ends well. Clark, big ball downfield to the left side. Heads go up. Kimmo Henry, easy on that one. Lobbed over to Ivan Zwei. Ivan Zwei goes back to Janique. Janique slides it up back to Ivan Zwei. He goes square, finds Kimmo. Kimmo Henry gives it to one of the bands. Loses it. That's Steve Barnes. Throw into Village. Kanda. Jeffers. Kanda. Blocked. Robbed. Going away is Barnes. Barnes goes over to Hanley. Hanley comes forward one step. Hanley slides it over to Nikwan. Nikwan in the middle. Clearance by Fleming. As far as Wilkes. Phipps is there. Phipps fouls. Free kick to Village.
I'm surprised they didn't have more Sadlers players following up. They have 5 players back. They really should be sacrificing now. Really should put everything into this to get this equalizer. At least salvage 1 point from the defending champions. That'll be give them some confidence. Not only a point, but really give them some confidence. Here is Nikwan. Nice overlapping there by number 16. Very good overlapping. Nice. Oh, see what I'm saying?
No one following up, but this time Barnes speeds and gets it. That's Steve Barnes. He's looking to get in the box. He's in the box now. He's looking to get on the man. Robbed by Jeffers. Jeffers comes forward with it. But that was an enterprising one by Sadler just now.
But why are
no one followed up.
Why are they keeping back? Look at it again.
Down the same left flank. Trevor Hanley this time. Slides it in. Henderson goes in the box. Henderson goes across the box. Back out to his French. French tries a right foot shot again, but straight at Clark.
Oh,
Not much work for Clark. Apart from the one save where he was stretched, everything else went straight to him.
This is real excitement. Sadler's really doing well.
Again, in the latter part of the game.
Yes.
Goal kick. Big kick downfield, route one. One-on-one between Junique and Kimari. Junique for safety, knocking it into touch for throwing Village, taking their own their time, trying to run the clock a bit. Clark is still exercising that side where he was forced to stretch to reach that one.
Well, he has really worked tonight. He really worked to help Village Superstars if they were to go on and win this game to get that full 3 points. He has really worked to keep them. But Saddlers have gotten in so many good chances, so many good positions.
That's what I said, Watts. That's what I said. They can only look at within themselves. They can only reflect and say, Saddlers, you gave away that one. Last week they could have argued that they needed a VAR system. But here they come again. Evans Barnes, a dangerous man. He finds the right side. His brother gives him back. Barnes turns on the inside on his left foot. Goes over to Henderson. Shielding for all his work. Finds easily his players. That's Hanley. Hanley sets it up the left flank. But this time, Daly is shadowing. Daly is covering. Xavier could not latch onto this one. You realize that Salah is showing everything forward because Xavier is the number 5, the left back, yeah. And he's getting all the way up, crossing the ball. Seems as if they're giving permission for that. With Fernando holding the middle and covering.
Well, they have all right to sacrifice. They have to make sacrifice. They have to be courageous and go forward. Be courageous.
Going forward again. French, urging them forward. French Henry slides it in. Go straight to a Village man. That's Rose. Rose close. Close big. Handball by Junique. Not deliberate. Seems as if he just misjudged it and the ball fell on his hands. Probably trying to allow it to fall and then take control, but under the cage it fell on his hands. Another substitution coming in. This time it looks like Steve Barnes will make way. Here comes Village. Cross in the box. Controlled by Kimari. Kimari trying to make room. Kimari shoots. A deflection, but Carlos Powell is still there. Here comes Village again. Kondo losing out to the defense of Saddlers. Ball is Ewald. The new man is speeding away. Foul. Looks like it's Kian Riley for Saddlers who came in to replace Steve Barnes. 20 number 27 shirts, that's Kian Riley.
Is that not Barnes, number 10?
Only one Barnes gone. One Barnes is still there. Of the Evans variety. Steve Barnes has left. Big kick, Kimo, forward. Heads go up. Ball gone to the ground. Keeper deemed to have been fouled.
Soon we're going to see the signal for stoppage time. Question is, can Saddlers get the equalizer? They're looking like they could, but...
Long ball forward. Clearance from Village. First attempt, second attempt, third attempt. Lawrence. Kondo. Lawrence. Down to the left flank. Finds Jabez Darset. Jabez gets on his man smartly. Jabez Darset can cross. Fakes. Now he gives it up. Shielding. Back to Jabez Darset. 4 minutes extra time. But here comes Village. Possible shot on goal. Goes down to 4th Street. The player seems to be in some trouble with an injury. That's number 17, Junique. Motions the physio. They're running out of time. Just about 4 minutes left, and that's injury time. It means that in 90 minutes of one normal game.
Well, in recent times we have seen some close games. No matter where you are in the table, we have seen Conwy having gone down to South Stars 1-0. We see St. Peter's had to really fight to get full points from Mantab. With the one goal 1-0. And tonight it was Mantab.
Well, I think the effort was all triggered by the 1-0 win of South Stars over Conwy.
Over Conwy, yes.
And these other teams realize, well, we have to do something.
They realize that,
You can't allow South Stars to get away from the relegation zone. We have to thicken up the battle again.
Good.
And on that occasion,
Good. Conwy tonight had to fight against Mantab to get full points, a 1-0. So yeah, and then you had this close game between Spurs and Saddlers. So it's good for the competition. Well, a player is down.
Player is still down. The members of the Red Cross emergency team, they're there.
Remember, we had 4 minutes of stoppage time, so we still have another maybe 3 minutes or so to go in stoppage time. That's enough time to get Saddlers the equalizer, and more than an equalizer. So,
well, I think their best chance have now elapsed.
Well, yeah, they really have had some good chance. They've gotten in some very good position inside the 6-yard box. All needed was somebody to apply the finishing touch, and they have failed to do so. They really look good. They're very, as we have seen them against Garden Hotspurs. They're really exciting going forward and getting into the box, but failing to apply the finishing touch.
We didn't quite see what exactly happened to Junique Eddie, but it looks as if he's in serious problems. The body language of the players all around him just seem to be still and very somber, very serious, as the physician to get down to his level to find out exactly what is wrong with him. The coaches for Village, looks as if the two brothers who played for Village, Stephen Clark and his brother, all decked nicely in their white, opposite colors from the team. The team is red with white and they are white with a little red. They took the opportunity to do a bit of coaching in natural stoppage. And now the players, all the players now assembled with the exception of Clark. And we really would like to see what's going
much more
on.
serious than we thought.
Zikuma Kanda seemed to have bought some other form of bandages or so for Eddie.
Well, I want to think that the Village Superstars physio is out there helping too. That's Hans Richards.
His son is a tall figure from off the field there, but it doesn't really look like Hans.
But during the week,
players are the ones not really converging. Villages having a meeting, parliamentary meeting. Well, that looks like another form of a stretcher is coming out. Probably need to get it under his body, so the one with wheels wouldn't do. The players around are blocking our vantage point, blocking our view. And so we see the flatter stretcher, one which you can simply slide under the body. Some of the fans are leaving from the far side, those on the eastern side. We don't see any rain, so they probably think, okay, this game is over.
Well,
Village getting such a long rest.
Yeah.
Getting such a long rest will at least catch their second breath and will be able to hold out Saddlers. So the injury might work in Village favour because they were suddenly looking fatigued with so many raids from Saddlers.
Yeah. But for the second consecutive match, you've seen Saddlers put on very good performance, but not getting the result that they really deserved. It's not just about performance. They must get results. They've really worked hard, but they really need to work on the finishing touch. Last week, you could have complained that it was contentious calls, 2 contentious calls. That's very close. But this week, they have only themselves to be blamed for not scoring, not getting the equalizer. Because they've done all the hard work, got into the box, but not applying the finishing touch. Yes, Hans is there. Hans Richards is there helping us as usual. Did you pick up the player?
But it looks as if there's a shoulder injury now. I did not pick up the play, but the way he is bandaged, looks like it's a shoulder injury. His hand is bandaged to his body.
Yes.
And that's the same hand he was stretching out, reaching for help. And play resumes. Finally. Powell out to Henry. Henry stabs it off. Picked off by Village. Village. Go back to Fleming. Fleming fakes across. Gives it back to the man Kondo. Kondo. Hanley. Kondo. Saddlers. Intercepts. Bans. Pushes out to Phipps. Phipps has Daly. Phipps has 2. He chooses to go into the middle. Interception from Davis Dorset. Tackle coming in from Fernando. A strong tackle. Chavez says none of that. Runs over the card in his hand and slams it in the face of Fernando.
Well, it really was a crunching tackle there, and he must have gone over the top. So referee has produced his card.
Trying to take it quickly. Wait, he says. Wait, Chavez Richard says. In this occasion, when I'm writing up a card, you have to wait until the whistle goes. As some fans head towards the turnstiles. We have just a few minutes left in this game. Daly gives it away to the same Fernando, who's just on the card. Slides it over. Similar pass. Barnes turns back. Come back to the famous left side. Cut out momentarily. Fernando wins it back. Fernando gives it to Xavier. Xavier. Hanley. Hanley trying to go forward. Knocked into the body of Daly.
This must be the final play. It's final chance for Saddlers to get the equalizer. Can they?
Chad looks down at his watch. Allows play to go on. Saddlers. Xavier. Xavier gets it back. Phipps. Block, but gets back to the goal. Says it goes towards and Xavier sprawling again. On target this time is Dickon Phipps.
Yes,
there's a corner.
Dickon this time decided to go to the near post there. Almost caught the goalkeeper by surprise. But goalkeeper doing very well. Just coming across and diving across and coming up with a good save. But here
Hanley is
comes
down.
Saddlers again.
Taken shot. French goes far to the far side. Shot on goal. Cleared by Village. Coming forward is Tristan. Tristan loops it up. The keeper comes out and takes it quite easily indeed. That must have been the last sortie by Saddlers. Big ball downfield. Kimari battling against 2. Kimari Rogers goes around the corner. His favorite move. Squares into the box. No one is there but Powell. Henderson gets it. Chad is looking at his watch. Chad is going for his whistle. Chad is saying it is over. The fat lady is here. Singing away. 1-0. Village. Escaping, you would say?
Escaping. I would say escaping. A very good performance by Village Superstars. They really apply the pressure, but they fail to apply the finishing touches. So they go without having a point from this game. Very superstars winning this encounter 1-0.
Well, we'll take it down to master control and come back for game analysis.
Since the restart, St. Paul's FC have been moving like an unstoppable train, but St. Peter's also have a good run of form and are determined to make their claim for a Super 6 playoff spot. It's number 2 versus number 6. SL Horse for St. Paul's versus St. Peter's FC, live on SKNewsline.com and voiceofthecaribbean.net this Sunday at 6 p.m. We're also live on the Facebook pages of SK Newsline and the SKNFA. It's Premier League Live, St. Paul's versus St. Peter's at 6 p.m. this Sunday. Don't miss it.
My name is SKNFA. I am the director of City Wi-Fi. I'm here to announce to the general public that we have a promotion running from the 1st of October to the 31st of October. This promotion will be as a COVID-19 relief or response, as we have responded before during the pandemic. In the lockdown season, we are out serving our customers. Now we introduce our over and beyond promotion. No installation, no deposit, no setup costs. All you pay is the package that you choose. So if you choose the 30 megs package, which is $143 per month, that's all you pay. City Wi-Fi is here for you.
It's the new and improved SK Newsline Android mobile app. With the SK Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SK Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SK Newsline, and download the app today. The SK Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
Strictly Sports is back! Strictly Sports is back! And better than ever! The website that brings you all kind of sports. No rumors, no nigger business, just sports. Log on to www.getstrictlysports.com. That's GETSTRICTLYSPORTS.com and get articles, features, videos, and photos. Local, regional, and international stories. And don't forget to check out our online sports store.
It is little right now, but in time it will get hugely.
And we have lots of room for you advertisers. And advertising is free right now. You heard me right. Free. Just call 762-3134 for more information. This is good. This is good. If I miss the game, all I got to do is log on and everything right there. Strictly Sports is back.
Football fans, get ready for football like never before. It's the inaugural Super 6 playoffs featuring the top 6 teams in the SKNFA Premier League doing battle for the Big Cup at the Warner Park Football Stadium starting November 24th. The Super 6 playoffs is the most lucrative sporting event in St. Kitts and Nevis, with the champions winning $50,000. Yes, you heard right. $50,000 for the champions, $500 for man of the match, and over $100,000 in prize money. Fan giveaways and prizes galore. It's the inaugural Super 6 playoffs starting November 24th. Get ready to rumble. KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity Parish, St. Kitts. For all your t-shirt printing, banners and signs, promotional products, shipping, motivational speeches, computer classes, agro-processing, art and craft, and desktop publishing. Come to KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity St. Kitts. Telephone 661-0118 or 765-7270. Email drkhrystus@kvklives.com or visit www.kvklives.com. KVK Enterprises.
Well, we have come to the end of the game where it has ended 1-0. There was no further goals scored, but certainly Saddlers came close. Again, I have alongside me Mr. LaShawn Dixon. But before we get into the analysis, I just would like to repeat some of the youth schools that we got in to let you know that youth football is alive and well in St. Kitts. Next weekend, they're moving to Keon, so do not go down to Sandy Point. Head over to Keon, where you'll see under 13 matches, under 15 matches from 10 a.m. in the morning down to 2 p.m. in the afternoon, or 3 p.m. will come to the end of those games. But on this weekend, this Saturday, and the under 17, Village defeated Sandy Point 8-1. Keon defeated Youth and Experience out of St. Paul's 4-2. Then in the under 13, that's this morning, Strikers defeated Sandy Point 4-1. Spurs defeated St. Paul's 3-0. Debbe defeated Keon 3-2. Newtown and Bath drew 1-1. And the matches played earlier in the under 13. Newtown again defeated Connery 12-2. St. Paul's defeated St. Peter's 2-0. And those matches were played in the week. In the under 15, Newtown defeated Bath 6-0, and Keon defeated Debbe 5-1. In the Women's League, Keon defeated the National Under 15 team 6-1. So now, on to what happened in the second half. In the regular commentary, I use the term escape. Did Village really escape? What do you think, Dijon?
I don't know if escape is the word to use, but definitely Saddlers were significantly better than them in the second half. I thought Village they made some defensive lapses, but Saddlers failed to make them pay. Saddlers definitely they going forward they caused some trouble to the Village backline, especially down the left hand side with Phipps. They had a few shots on target, but if that's the type of shots they're coming with, I think most goalkeepers will be happy for that kind of practice.
Oh yes, I was commenting to watch that it wasn't the shots weren't to the left, they went to the right, directly straight at Zarian. The best one in my mind was the one that Stephen Wallins got, was in the 6-yard box. The ball simply just wouldn't fall for him. What do you make of that?
Yes, I thought he should have buried it, but I also thought they had other chances they should have buried. At halftime we spoke that Saddlers needed to come out the way they came out in the second half against Spurs, and they definitely did so tonight, but this time around they failed to find the equalizing goal. And as I said, Rams Village Superstars, they'll take this, considering the amount of injuries they have on their books, and to get a goal and to defend the 1-goal advantage. Although, as we said, they had some lapses in defense. I think they would take that. I actually thought Kimari, for most part, was their best defender in the second half. Dropping in deep and
he was there intercepting plays, clearing balls. And then when Zikoma came in, he went further to the top to allow Zikoma to play in the midfield. But what does this mean for the tables?
It means it's a steeper mountain to climb. Sorry, for Saddlers, they are 3 points behind St. Peter's, 6 I think behind Garden Spurs, and time running out. They play the game more now. I think it's getting tougher and tougher. for them to qualify for their first playoffs. For Rams Village Superstars, they get back to winning ways. They extend their lead briefly over SLS St. Paul's, who play tomorrow. St. Peter's albeit, so that game will have some implications, and the running for the top 6 and the top of the table. So it's left to be seen.
Yes, I must urge the viewers out there to tune in, log on to SKN Newsline, voiceofthecaribbean.net, wherever you are, SKNFA Facebook page to see that game, St. Peter's and St. Paul's, as well as Keon and Newtown. Those are the 2 games that are coming your way from this media. As we turn our attention still to the match tomorrow, I would like to ask, who are you going with? You know, I like to ask these questions and to make you a very good pundit.
Well, based on form, I can't go against St. Paul's. I think since the restart of football, I think they have been one of the best teams, if not the best team in the Premier Division. They let in very few goals, and they don't score as much as others, but they do what's needed. And so.
And on Monday, who are you going with, Keon versus Newtown? Keon right now in 3rd place.
Well, I think I'll take a bias. I'll make a bias prediction here and go with Keon to beat Newtown. Maybe 2-1 or 1-0 kind of scoreline.
Well, the way they played in the last knockout gate, had it not been for a couple of lapses, they would have an excellent victory against a team like St. Paul's. But they're knocked out by St. Paul's. The finals are now going to be played between St. Peter's and St. Paul's. The same matchup we see tomorrow. So that's a prelude to the knockout finals. And it augurs well for some interesting football. This is round number 18. And as we see the ambulance in the background of us, I don't know if you pick up the injury to Junique Eddie, but could you tell us a little bit more there if you saw it?
Well, I didn't see it, but I saw him on the ground and he was in excruciating pain. He was stamping, he was shaking his feet. It looked very, very scary initially, but I think eventually they got it under control. But Junique is one of my closest friends, and I just want to wish him, wish him get well soon, and hopefully he won't be out for too long. It seems to be a shoulder injury. Hopefully it's not anything too serious, and he'll be back playing football and being the leader that Saddlers need very quickly.
All right, let's just hope it's a dislocation that will be fitted back in by the medical staff. And it seems as if we're hearing some noise in the background. 1 or 2 people not happy in the way he's treated, but I can tell you that he left heavily strapped, stretchered off, and now if you look carefully in the background, you would see the lights of the ambulance taking him to the hospital where he can get further treatment. But the game ended 1-0 in favor of Village. As you heard just now, Village has extended their lead at the top of the tables, and Saddlers is in a deeper hole trying to climb out of that number 7 spot, trying to get into the playoffs. This is week number 18. After this, they only have 4 more games. 4 more games. After this weekend, everybody will have 4 more games. The top 4 so far, after Connery won tonight, they're a very close margin. The top 4 so far that seem to be safe, we keep saying, Village, St. Paul's, Keon, and Connery. So we only have 2 spots left, just 2 spots left. This is not by invitation. You have to earn your way into the final, into the Super 6. And so far, it looks like Spurs has a pole position.
Yes, they're looking healthy, especially considering another Saddlers defeat tonight, and they have another game in hand, and they're sitting pretty in the top 6. So a victory, when they play this round of matches, they would almost be certain of a spot in the Super 6, barring a dramatic collapse for the last 4 games. So.
Well, the one tomorrow is against security forces.
Oh.
We don't anticipate a dramatic collapse the way Spurs has been playing.
Yes.
And we see the Spurs fan in this commentary team scratching his head, wondering if that will be the day of the underdogs. I doubt it very much. And the game following the Spurs game tomorrow will be the one brought by SKN Newsline. That's the matchup St. Peter's and St. Paul's. That's one you should not miss. If you're in St. Kitts, come on out to the park, wear your mask. Wear your mask. If you're outside of St. Kitts, make sure you log on.
But I'll say security forces, their wounded dog, having been beaten all season, they would want to come out and get something. Time is running out on them to pick up points with only 4 games left after this weekend. So I suppose we should have to be wary of a backlash from a wounded dog.
The body language from Essendon Watts says, not this time. Spurs will move ahead. That is what we anticipate tomorrow. But you won't be hearing that one live commentary. You'll be hearing St. Peter's and St. Paul, the Battle of the Saints, a preview of the FA Cup finals. On behalf of Essendon Watts and LaShawn Dixon, who stood in the commentary team tonight, I bid you good night and see you tomorrow.